Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wisdom of the Four Rivers, your numerology quickie for the day. Today, we are diving into the stream of consciousness, the last of its kind for November, which is a material flow of energy, the material stream, the material river of influence. It's an important transition. We've been talking about this in the last couple of days throughout our conversations, is that we're getting ready to transit into a new energy and into the dream time. And so as we make that transition, we find ourselves here at the stream, I said, of the material world, but we're at the level of the ace, which means we're bringing in the influence of the number one. We're bringing in the invitation and also the acknowledgement that the material world is in a state of evolution. There is something new that's unfolding. This also means when we look at it from the context of this system for evolution, the evolution happens from the energetics of your emotion and the thinking mind. So as the thinking mind and your emotion has come together to create an alignment, there's an expression into the material world, and over time, those things begin to evolve if you've been changing your thinking. If your thinking has been the same, the evolution occurs, but it occurs in the same experiences. Now, what's interesting about this evolution and about the nature of material creation, of manifestation, so to speak, is that we can keep focused on the same things over and over and over again and get the same results, right? So those same results can occur, but the results tend to increase in potency. So let's say we'll take an experience from my past where I continued to believe that I was less than, that I was unattractive, that I was unhealthy, that I just couldn't do things, that I had challenges that stopped me from experiencing life. And so what would happen is from year to year, I would have an intensity of that experience where it would keep getting worse, right? So it would evolve, but it was devolving would be a better word for it. We're going to move in the direction that we're intending. We're going to move in the direction of our dream. We're going to move in the direction of what we're thinking and feeling and believing. And it becomes a material outcome. But there are larger cycles that we move through. There are 7 and 9 year cycles. There's also a 13-year cycle, 45 years. There are different cycles that become catalysts for bigger transformation and change. So collectively, we're about ready to move into one of those big changes that's happening for 2023. We're also likely moving through lots of different changes in your own life, in your own experience. So everyone's in their own journey with that evolution. But energetically, we are shifting into a new cycle. It's a new 7-year cycle. It's an important transit. And as we do that, there's an evolution of things, which means something that you don't expect is going to come in order to create a new expansion in a new direction. So expect new things. Now, if you've been moving in a direction you don't love and there's an interruption, it could be a really challenging disruption that causes you to think differently. If you've been moving in a direction where, at some point as I began to understand how the nature of reality, universal law, working with the numbers, I began to focus on how much I loved my life and how amazing it was to be alive, and I loved celebrating the experiences I was having. Everything I was doing became a celebration. And as a result, my finances improved, my love life improved, my health improved. All of these things began to shift and get better and better and better. And so when that occurs, when you've been moving towards this shift where things are getting better and better and better, you also reach a catalyzing event. So as these cycles change, as the collective cycle changes, you can expect a catalyzing event to occur in order to dramatically improve things. So while you've been going with the flow and things have been improving, these 7-year cycles often dramatically improve with some sort of unexpected blessing or gift or surprise event, or whatever it is, something occurs that causes you to move even closer to what you want. So you can have the catalyzing event of waking up to the fact that you are devolving, or you can have a catalyzing event that celebrates your evolution. Both are an intense moving towards more of what is, or you can interrupt that at any time and shift it. So I think that's really, recognizing our power, but an acknowledgement of that. And so today you may be experiencing something that is dramatically impacting the way you see the world. You may have a physical experience that changes your perception, a physical experience that changes how you experience life, how you move forward in life, what you believe is possible for you. This can be a subtle event or it can be a big event, but you can expect that in the next few days, you're going to continue to have catalyzing events as we move from the river or the stream of consciousness connected to the material world back into the mental construct, into the mental stream of energy tomorrow. So there's going to be a shifting where your thinking patterns are now going to be altered by what you're experiencing today. So if you're getting this message at the beginning of the day, highly recommend being outside, being present, connecting with life, allowing things to come into your experience for this catalyzation. Notice, don't be afraid, enjoy the experience, even if it's challenging. Notice the whole point of it is to point you towards greater evolution. And as a creator, that's what you want. You want the support and the co-creation of the universe to do that. So I hope this message lands in a powerful way for you and it causes you to be more present and conscious with what's happening. And I can't wait to hear what kind of catalyzing event occurs for you. If you're not part of our community, I invite you to join. We have a community on YouTube that is growing and growing. We also have a community called Numerology Junkies that is currently housed on Facebook, where we come together and have conversation about how these numbers are impacting us. And I would love to connect with you personally there. Lots of love. We'll see you tomorrow.